in some ways, television news, as we know it today, with the ability to jump on a fast-breaking news story, was developed out of the civil rights movement. You have to remember that in the 50s and 60s, particularly in 1957 in Little Rock, television was in its infancy, and it was still groping. People were operating with heavy cameras. You didn't have good communications in a lot of places, and so you just you couldn't be in Arkansas and just feed through the local station. You had to fly, I think, to Oklahoma City or Memphis or someplace like that to a relay point. A thing that helped make the civil rights story a big story and television important was the desegregation of Central High School in Little Rock. And it was tailor-made for television because it was happening at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. And they had from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock to travel to Oklahoma City or someplace to relay the film to New York, to edit it, and all of this. If school opening had been at 5 o'clock instead of 9 o'clock, it might not have had the same impact at all. But television became convinced that they just had to develop speed. And they even, one anchor at the end of a program said, if you worry that our news isn't fresh enough, speak to the Federal Communications Commission and make them force telephone companies and all of us and to respond into the news so we can bring you news from an on-spot location. And you can see that television, if you look closely at the civil rights era, you can see television growing faster, speedier, more sophisticated, developing their own code of ethics on what was and what wasn't proper.